Thanks for joining us here at HXGN TV. My name is Brian. Though the construction industry often lacks innovation, Corbins Electric strives to set themselves apart from competition by implementing breakthrough technologies where they can. Like many others, the company was drowning in paperwork and struggling to improve their cumbersome business processes. That all changed once Corbins Electric started using Hexagon's Xalt. Today we have JD Martin, Vice President of Business Solutions, and Justin Martin, President with Corbins Electric, to discuss how Xalt has made their business more successful. Thanks for joining us, gentlemen.
Thanks for having us. Our pleasure.
All right, well, Justin, we're going to start with you. Tell us, first of all, about Corbins Electric. Let's start there.
Sure. So Corbins Electric is an electrical contractor in Phoenix, Arizona. Is where we're based. Started in 1975 and has grown to be one of the largest electrical contractors in Arizona. We operate in Arizona and New Mexico.
Excellent.
And have 3 offices. And we perform electrical construction services in a variety of industries.
So talk about some of the process challenges you had prior to implementing Xalt.
Sure. Like you mentioned, we were drowning in paperwork.
Yeah.
It's fairly typical. We had a lot of Microsoft Office-based processes as well, but very disjointed, disconnected. I would say that our challenges were that our processes were very unscalable. They were not scalable. They required individuals with a lot of tribal knowledge in the business itself, and our data was really not actionable data. It was historical data. So it wasn't, they were all of our indicators, all the information we had about our business were lagging indicators to success or failure. And really we didn't have any leading indicators that could influence our behavior to ensure that we could capitalize on successes or not repeat failures as we grew.
Sure,
So.
sure, all right. So JD, when you started implementing, talk about how you began that process and what it's done to solve these problems.
So with the paperwork challenge that we had, trying to get information from the field, which is where our work happens. I mean, very simply, in construction, we get paid to install material, electrical material for electrical contractors. And in order to do that, we need manpower, we need material, we need tools and equipment, we need information. And we needed a better way to get that information to the guys who are going to install this material and get that information back to us so we can have accurate accounting and know if we're being profitable or not. And if we're not, we obviously want to make the changes so we can do that. So the paperwork was a real challenge because it took too long to come in. That was one challenge. It took too long to come in. The second one is it was handwritten.
Yeah.
So you couldn't read the handwriting. It would be missing information. Names, employee codes, job numbers, I mean, all the things that we want to be able to process and report, we were lacking.
Sure.
So with Xalt, we were able to digitize, mobilize, and actually have be able to collect data in the field on the fly, have that data come back into the office where we can report it, analyze it, look for trends way earlier than we were able to before with the paper process. So we're getting as close to leading indicators as possible. Instead of lagging indicators, we're getting as close to leading indicators as possible so we can make changes that need to be made on the fly. We can stand in the gap, we can run interference when we need to be able to correct problems. And
so I'm assuming it's freed up quite a bit, you know, for your people basically to do additional things that really they should be doing, right?
You know, that you would think that we're freeing up a lot more time. Okay, and that was that was what we actually set out to do, was help the guys be help our foremen be more productive and efficient in the field by eliminating paperwork. Okay, what we found, and that was true at first, but what we found is Xalt was such a powerful tool to collect data. They're spending as much time, if not even a little bit more, with those data points in the field with Xalt, entering that information, but it's been invaluable for us. I mean, we can't, it's hard to quantify that compared to what it was before because we weren't collecting the data that we are now.
That's great.
So it's very, very powerful for us as an organization.
Good. How do you think Xalt's going to help you in the future as you move forward?
You know, so we've built a lot of apps and workflows in Xalt so far. And as we build our list of our wish list of workflows and apps that we want to build, that keeps growing, because as our users are using Xalt, they're starting to see the correlations of how we're solving problems, and they say, if Xalt can help us solve this problem, can it help us solve this other problem?
Yes.
And then that becomes another thing for us to go build, another process, another problem that we're solving.
Good.
I think our workflows are becoming more and more connected, and the visibility and accountability for everyone in our business has increased. And really, we've been able to influence behaviors. It's a great training tool without causing tension within our business. So it's been a huge alignment with our cultural values, our core values as a business, and it's allowed us to focus on our purpose and our mission to be innovative and to solve problems for the construction industry that we can share with the industry. And our platform is a $90 million electrical contracting company with 600 employees. That's the incubator of innovation that we get to test all of this out on and find what works best, and then share those ideas so that we can increase productivity in the industry as a whole.
Good. So your company's profiting better, you're more efficient. I assume your people are more happy?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
They're enjoying the product.
Yeah.
Not only the guys who were required to fill out the paperwork, they especially the younger generation that's coming up, they were basically born with technology. They've been around it. So they're easy to adapt to the technology. They find it incredibly, if we ask them to go back to do a paper process, they would be extremely frustrated, if not possibly leave our organization for somebody who is as innovative as they want to be, as they align themselves to be.
Excellent. Well, thank you. Justin, JD, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Good to have you here. Thanks for sharing all this information. Don't forget, you can go over to hxgnspotlight.com for more episodes. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you for tuning in.